every single stuffed animal she gave to me.
Except for that one.
Until she gave this one to me. This is what she said. She just gave it to me, and immediately I go, Buddy! And now that's his name.
Oh, that's cool that there's a story with it. That's awesome.
And then this is Buddy's brother.
That's so cute.
It's straight up boring.
This is Buddy's mom.
Outside it is today. Oh my gosh. So yeah, if I ever know where Aiden is, he's curled up with all the animals.
Yes,
just
with all the
relaxing.
IKEA dogs.
Yeah. Sam, those are so cute.
And there's Thunder. I'm gonna go check on my dog because she's terrified of thunder.
No problem. We are gonna get started. Oh, that's a cute dog. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Trying to do one, so.
I hope it thunders here.
He's so chubby.
He's so cute. All right, guys, we have just a few things to go through today, and then I can let you be. It's pretty sweetness. But Aiden, what you'll do is you'll go to the Moodle page, and it'll either be linked right under the Do This Week column, or you can just click on week 1, week 2. So week 1,
week 2.
I'll probably have you do the introductions. That's the week 1 thing. You already did a STAR test for orientation, so don't worry about that. And you might have to still do those just to get used to it. I'll excuse what I can. But this is week 2. This is where you'll focus on what we're doing today. And today, I kind of structure it like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and all of that stuff. Ooh, is that thunder?
Yeah, I think that.
Wow. Storming over there. It's just gray and nasty over here.
So I do the 0.01 introductions?
Yes, yeah. I'll have you do the introductions and then this one, this Math Excel orientation, because that's the program that we use. And yeah, so I'll have you do that. But the other 2, don't worry about those. I will excuse that. And then this week, what you guys are going to do, and I'll have you guys watch this while I'm on here just to show you all the different stuff. First thing is you just have the live session today. So if the way you structure it is you do one math thing every day, you know, that's kind of how I have it planned out in Moodle. That's how I have all your assignments structured. So if there's only a 2-day week of school, you'll have 2 math assignments to do that week. That's it.
Phew.
Which one, Sam? The thing on your cat's face. Oh, yeah. He's sleeping. So sweet.
Jen, I got a picture of my dog before she hid under my chair.
Oh, from the thunder?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a sweet doggo. Yeah, what is that, Sam? Oh.
That's my friend's doggo. He just got him. His name is Odin.
Odin's a good name. That's a very strong name.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he has a fluffy puppers.
Yeah, he's
that puppy.
He's a blue heeler and a border collie mix.
Oh, it's cute.
So he very strong boy.
Wow. Whose thunder is that? Is that by you?
I don't know. It might be mine.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah, it's raining out. It's probably mine.
I'm from the south, so it's really loud.
Nice. Oh, yeah. We're in southeastern Wisconsin. That's what I live. So it's just gray and gross. Okay, so the first assignment you guys have this week, if you guys take a look at the screen, it's the integers pre-test. So what you do is you click on that link, and I gotta hide these course blocks. There we go. So I gotta get rid of this video. That doesn't make sense. I'll show it again in a video, but you're gonna use a website called That Quiz. Okay, so all it is, if you read it, you click on that quiz, and there'll be a code that you enter into that quiz. But I have to get your names in there. I just remembered that. So I will do that real quick today. But you're going to click on that quiz and see this test code down here, this 9DH.
Yep.
You're going to highlight it. So Control C. And then you can click on that quiz. And you don't have to log in or anything. You just go to the bottom where it says have a test code and enter. But you'll see that I was a slacker and I got to put your names in there. So once I get your names in there, you'll click on your name and then just take it. It's not timed. It's just practicing with integers. It's with adding integers. No, I think it's with all of them because I just want to see who, like if I have a whole class that like rocks out adding and all doing all the stuff with integers, then I don't need to spend a lot of time explaining it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or if I have a class who, you know, we need to go through some strategies on how to remember it, this will tell me if I need to do that. So, yeah, that's one thing. Does that make sense, you guys? So you're just going to click on that link. You don't have to log in. Maybe give me like half an hour after our live session and I'll enter all your names in there. But technically, the way I have it structured, you don't have to do any other math today if you don't want to. But if you do, you can get it all done. Your choice. So that's the first thing. That's the integers pre-test. Any questions there?
No.
And again, there's no login. You just highlight that test code, and that test code shows up at the bottom. So you got to scroll down. I will delete this video there. It's right at the bottom. Actually, I'll probably put another video just showing how to get in there. So, cool. Okay, the other thing is IXL, and you guys who are new, who just started, I have to get you in IXL, but I will do that as well. But you're going to click on this 1.2. And this kind of just talks about different ways to view integers, and I don't know, it's a pretty good assignment. It's just ways of representing integers in real life. So you're going to go to IXL, and then for you guys who haven't noticed this yet, or who haven't been into, oh, of course my little writing pad thing isn't working. That's so lame. Okay. So for you guys who, ooh, I like all that thunder. So your username to get into IXL is the first letter of your first name. So for Aiden, it'd be A, and then your last name.
A
Ferguson. And then you would do it at Blue Sky School. That's it.
Okay.
And then your password is Blue Sky 1. I have to change that because it says it's the first part of your Blue Sky email address that is incorrect. Because I thought IXL would let me do that, and it does not. So it's just A Ferguson, or T Radke Jr., or S Opine. Did I say it right? M Solberg. B Aloso. Ooh, you got a cool name. Aloso. I like that. So, yeah, that's IXL. So just read what's on there. I will spruce it up and make sure it totally makes sense and all that. It should for the most part, but yeah. And then the other assignments are, this is your main thing. This is Math Excel, the main lesson you'll be doing. And that's our other link here. All the links are at the bottom, and it tells you exactly how to log in. And your other one is another IXL assignment. So that is what is, nope, I don't want to share. No, present. Very good. So I'm just kind of curious, what kind of learners do I have here? Oh, Sam, that's totally fine. Totally fine. Yeah, and then you can do the other two when you're ready. So yeah. Yeah. So I'm curious, what type of learners do I have here? What type of learners? So what you can do is another thing for, especially for our new people who haven't seen this yet, if you go to the top of the page, you'll see a little drop-down menu that says View Options. If you click on that, you can go down to Annotate. And then it lets you write right on the screen. It's really cool. So, yeah. You could be like me, and I'm still getting used to my new computer, but I can write right on the screen there. It's pretty cool.
No.
Jennifer, yay. But I like to write on the screen. Oh, no problem.
Oh no.
Poor doggo. I get ya. So what about the rest of you guys? Did everybody try it? I know we've been kind of just chit-chatting here, but I want to make sure everybody can see that. Are you guys with me still?
Mm-hmm.
Taylor,
Phone stop.
Tyler, Corey, Sarah. What do you guys think? Lots of hearing and watching. That's good. Does anybody like to read to learn stuff? Personally, I think that's a rough way to learn math. That's how I roll. My brother, he goes to school in Madison for computer engineering. Oh, hi, Sarah. Yeah, I was just saying names just to check on you. Make sure everybody can find the annotate tool because we're going to use that quite a bit. Okay. Very cool. All right. So, Math Excel, a lot of you guys have gone in there, correct?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty good. Taylor, that you'll love Math Excel here. I'm going to show it off real quick because you guys have one assignment in that this week. It's just with adding integers. So if you like to read with, oh, my hand is like right in front of the camera, sorry. If you like to read how to do stuff, then you go down. You know, you can kind of explain it. There's lots of videos that explain how to do it. There's examples. And then you're going to click on this link to go to Math Excel. And your login, my login's a little different. Your login is the same as your Moodle login. It's your Blue Sky email. And your password is going to be Blue Sky 1 with a capital B. And if you have any trouble getting logged in, Aiden and my other new friend, I don't know who that was, Corey? Corey, are you the other new friend?
Wasn't it May, maybe?
No, it was me.
It was Corey, okay.
Oh, okay, it was Corey.
I thought so, yeah. So you guys will, that was a good guess though. You guys will have to just give me a second because I'm going to make sure that you're in there. So, but you should have accounts because Jim has been on doing that. So we enter, and then your home screen would look like this. So you can either, when you try and figure out what assignment you're doing, you would read the name of the assignment up here, adding integers, and you would go to Math Excel and do that same assignment, adding integers. And then you click on it, and then you would see there's 10 questions. Sometimes there's videos in there that explains how to do it, but usually not because I have videos in the Moodle page. Kitty butt, I like that. So you'll click on the question, and here's why Math Excel is really awesome. Okay, so this one's trying to get you, if n is a number, then negative n plus n. Let's say you're like, I don't know, and you just pick n. It says final check, makes you think it's super final, right? Oh crap, I got it wrong. Now look at this try again thing. If you hit try again, see it's showing you that it's 0. Oh, okay, so negative a plus a is 0. Hit try again, and then you can go ahead and enter it to get the full credit. So even if you get it wrong, it's not really wrong. That's what's really
because
cool
you
about
can get it
this.
right.
You could get it right. Yeah, you have unlimited attempts to go back and keep trying the same question over and over. It might have you try a few, go finish the whole question and then go back and try it again. Oh, pardon me. But yeah, that's what's pretty cool. There's also this question help thing. You guys see the question help? Could someone circle question help for me? With the annotate tool. Where's question help? There we go. Thank you guys. So if you click on that, sometimes there's a view an example. Sometimes there's a help me solve this. What's really cool, look at this ask my instructor. You click on that and it shoots this question to me via email. It'll send it right to me and you can type in help. I'm lost. And then it'll send it right to me. And then what I'll do is I'll do a quick video explaining how to do it and send it right back to you, or I'll type a response, if you have a way you prefer it. Otherwise, I'll just kind of do what I can. If my kids are being nuts in the background, I usually just write it out. So, yeah, that's what's pretty cool. And then you hit save when you're done. And then see this part at the top? You will highlight it and then copy and then go back into Moodle, go all the way down, hit attempt quiz now, and then you paste it. Oh, that's okay. I've done that before. I had a girl do that and she totally I don't know what it was. She just said a swear word really loud. It was so funny. And she didn't know she wasn't muted. And I was like, She felt so bad. When you mess with the butt, you mess. Sam, you're funny. I like it. So then you're going to hit finish attempt and then that hands it in. And then you hit submit all and finish. So if you have any questions about how to turn stuff in or anything like that, just let me know and I will help you out there. All right. Do you guys have any questions about how to use Math Excel? Okay, cool. So this is what's due this week. This week you're going to get started, add integers, and find the absolute value. And we'll just talk really quick about what that means. We will go further into it next week. So that's what's due this week. Okay, what do you guys think is an integer? Can you write some examples of integers on there for me? What are integers? You can write, you can type it in chat, you can tell me. What do you guys think? What is an integer? Or what's an example? Yup. Very good. An integer includes whole numbers. You're right. They're not the same thing, but it includes whole numbers. So whole numbers are like 1, 2, 3. Those are also integers. Very good. But I'll leave a whole number because you're right. An integer is a whole number, but it's also something else. Uh-oh. You should have covered it, man. That brother, I tell ya. What else? Oh, I see Sarah. Very good. Negative and positive numbers, but not fractions or decimals. You're absolutely right. And I'm going to type it into our side there. So negative and positive numbers, no fractions or decimals. And you guys should like that, right? Because if we're dealing with adding and subtracting integers, we don't want to deal with fractions right now. Ew, gross. So it's good. It also includes 0. So that's an important thing. 0 is an integer, and we can't forget about it. Good. What about absolute value? A thing complete in itself. What do you mean
How
by that?
far a number is from 0.
Ooh, very good. Yeah, that's absolute value. Very, very good. How far a number is from 0.
And it doesn't matter if it's a negative or a positive.
Right. What will the answer always be with absolute value?
Either negative or positive.
Well, you can have a negative, but it's going to end up
Positive.
positive, right? So it always ends up positive.
Because you can't be -3 away from 0.
Right. Very good. Very, very good. So I don't know who put on the I thing complete in itself. I would love an explanation on that if you guys have one. Because it sounds like you're on to something there. I like that. And here's what's cool. If you're ever shy or worried about answering questions in class, if you type something on there, I have no idea who typed it. I don't. So we got to keep it school appropriate, of course, but oh, no problem, mate. And we're going to talk addition and subtraction of integers, and then we're probably going to be done, just to let you know. But if you missed that part, you can always check on Moodle, because I will post a recording of our live session. So totally fine. I get it. So very good, guys. Good points here. If you need these definitions or whatever, I would write it down, take some notes. I have a notebook with me when I'm going through live sessions and all that good stuff, so that's what I would do it. Oh, you typed it. Very good. So what did you mean by that, Sam? A thing complete in itself. We're writing in purple. I like it. How far? Yeah. Good. Can you guys see what I typed on there? You can see that, right? Okay, good. Good, good, good. So, like I said, in math, you know, maybe not today. You might not need this stuff, but if you do, I would take notes, definitely. Always have a notebook with you. Cause yeah, and I would not. Oh, that's okay, Sam. No problem. I would not take like Google Doc notes because it's just not an effective way to take math notes. So, very good. Hello, person who came out and in. Hello, hello. So good. Okay. So these are our rules, okay? So this is what I would definitely take note of because these are what people struggle with. It took me forever to get these rules down. So when you're adding integers, if you have this, no, don't do that. Okay, if you have the same sign, you're just adding the integers and then give the answer of the same sign. So if you're adding two negatives, like you are down here, all you're doing is -4 plus -15. You're just going to add 4 and 15. And 4 and 15 gives you 19. And then since both of your numbers, oh, that's a good idea, Aiden. Since both of your numbers are negative, your answer is going to be negative. So if you have the same sign, you just add the numbers. That's it. And it actually says add the absolute values. So you take the absolute value, you turn them positive, add them together, and then give the same sign. And we want to be able to do this with no calculator. We want to try and do that because it makes you so much quicker when you're doing math. Okay? So if I had, let's say I had -2 plus -8. I'm going to take the absolute value of that -2. What's the absolute value of -2, guys? You can put it in chat. And basically that means turn it positive. Yeah, 2. So the absolute value of that 2 is 2. What about the absolute value of that negative 8? Right, 8. Totally right. No problem, I knew what you meant. So we take the absolute value, we turn them positive, and then we're going to add them together. 8 plus 2 is 10, but in my original problem, I had negatives. So I also think of, it sounds ridiculous, but I think of money, you know. If you owe someone $2, so a negative means what you owe, and then you owe someone $8 more, altogether you owe $10. So think of money. Now here, if you have different signs, you subtract the absolute values and then give the answer of the sign of the bigger value. Okay, so here in example 2, there's 2 different signs. So we're going to subtract those absolute values. So the absolute value of negative 17 is 17. Absolute value of 9 is 9, and we're going to subtract them. 17 minus 9. What's 17 minus 9? I don't like to do math in my head. I don't. I'm a math teacher, but I don't like to do it. Do you guys agree? Is it 8? Is he right? Aiden's like, oh my gosh, am I right? No. I think you're right. I think you are. I'm saying it to be mean. Don't doubt yourself. What do you guys think? Is he right? It's 8. Yeah, you were right. I was being mean. Bad, Jen. Sorry. I'm so mean. It's 8. Totally 8. So that is 8. And then the bigger number was a negative. So your answer is going to be a negative. Or you could think of it as I owe Corey $17. Corey was really cool and he ordered me a nerdy math teacher shirt. So I owe him $17 now and I have 9 to pay him back. But I still owe him $8. So negative means owing. What about this one? What would an 8 plus negative 8 be? So I have $8, but then I owe someone $8. Yeah, that would be 0. You guys are right. Good. 0. Very good. Now let's be real for a second. I'm not there watching you over your shoulder, so I will have no idea if you're using a calculator or not. You know, if you're ever getting stressed out or whatever, just use a calculator. It's fine. But I want you to challenge yourself to try and do it without because it's helpful. Right. Don't overuse it. You might even like take those absolute values and just use a calculator to do the subtraction. Just so you learn that rule, you know. Good. Good stuff, guys. Well, I'm blabbing a lot today. I'm almost done. Okay, absolute value means distance, right? So if you take the absolute value of something, you're just going to give the positive because as Aiden very correctly stated, you can't have a negative distance. So, and then absolute value is this little like these lines here. Think of it as number jail. I don't know. Hi, May. So if we put like a negative 8 in there, we're asking how far is that negative 8 from 0? How far is negative 8 from 0? What do you guys think? 8. Yeah, it's 8 away from 0. So the absolute value of negative 8 is 8. But if you have a positive number in there, positive number is still positive distance away from 0. So positive numbers in absolute value are always going to be positive. Make sense? What do you guys think? Does that make sense? Let me know if you're with me, if I didn't lose you. Good. Okay, guys, take a minute. Question 1. What would that be? -2 plus -7. Both sides are negative, so that means your answer is going to be negative, and they have the same sign, so you're adding them together. Ooh, Aiden, and I'm so glad you wrote that. And that's cool that you could do the absolute value sign there. That's really cool. Key thing to note here, take the absolute value of the numbers in the problem, but your answer might still be negative. So don't take the absolute value of the answer. Take the absolute value of the numbers in the problem. Then stick that number in there. So yeah, Corey, you got it. It's totally, and whoever wrote it on the screen, totally going to be -9. Because, I like that. I'm going to say that all day now. Oopsie doopsie. I like that. It's good. So we're going to take the absolute value of both of those numbers. So 2 and 7. And then in this case, we add them together because they're both negative. And then it's the same sign, -9. So you owe $2 and you owe 7 more. Now question 2 is kind of a weirdo. It says -3 minus 10. But we can change that into an addition problem. What would that look like? What would that look like if I changed -3 minus 10 into an addition problem? Does anybody know what we can do with that minus sign? This one's kind of weird. This loses people sometimes. Yeah. And we wouldn't get rid of that first negative sign. We would totally leave that one there. But you're right. We change this to a plus and slide that negative over to the 10. So -3 minus 10 is exactly the same as -3 plus -10. I would totally write that down somewhere. You can even write it right in your planner. Just so you guys get used to that. Anytime you subtract a number, it's the same as adding a negative. So subtracting is the same as adding a negative. That's a good point to put there. And then it would be -13. Very good, because if that's a really good question, if the first number is a negative, and it doesn't really affect the first number here, because look at this one. We would have -3 plus 5. Here the first number is negative, but because this 5 is bigger, your answer would actually be a positive. Because this is like saying we owe $3 and we have $5. So we have $2 left over. But if your bigger number is negative, your answer is going to be negative. So it's not the first one, it's the bigger number. Good question. Does that make sense the way I explain that? I always feel like I explain it super weird with negatives. I'm trying to not be too negative. See what I did there? No. Okay, I'll spare you. So we don't have to, if you can, if you have time before you skedaddle and you're like, I've had enough of this nonsense. No, I'm just kidding. Good stuff. Pre-algebra, yeah. Go ahead and tell me either one thing you learned or something you're confused about. And then that's all I have for you guys. If you have no questions, you get to go enjoy this beautiful day, right? Go play in the rain. No. Don't get hit by lightning. That's bad. Pets are cute. Yep. That's a really good summary. That's a good one. I like that one. And you can type it too. You don't have to write it in there if you don't want to. So either something you learned or a question you have. What do you think? Or if you have nothing, that's okay, But that's all I have. I want to say it's really awesome meeting all you guys. I'm so excited for this year. It's going to be an awesome year. Drawings more. Yep. I'm terrible at it. Actually, I'm getting pretty good, I'll have to say. I'm getting better because I'm putting little drawings in my daughter's lunchbox for school. So it's pretty cool. I drew her a unicorn kitty today. She was pretty excited about that. We like oh, that's a cute kitty on there. That's good. All right, if you guys have no questions, or all of us have pets, yeah, most of us do. Yeah, and if we don't, we might have siblings or really cool toys and stuff around. I'll have to have some of my weird fidgets that I use. Yeah, but you guys are free to go. It was really nice getting to know you. Meow. No. That's my final thoughts on the matter. But yeah, that's what I got.
All right.